Hi there everybody, it's UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator Halsey here from slimandstylish.stampinup.net, and today I'm playing with the Cutest Cows photopolymer stamp set and the coordinating punch. I have fallen in love with this set. It is so cheeky and so cute. Now I do have a little bit of a hint for you if you're going to be using this punch, so I'm going to show you that now. So when you have the punches like this that build together and make something, if you punch it out on some scrap paper, now I'm using this bright sort of yellowy one so you can see what I'm doing, line up the stamp into that. So you've got the head and the body of this one. The other two pieces go on top of the punch out, but these two can then be stamped together and they will fit into your punch perfectly. So if you do one as a guide, use that to line it up, and you can see here it then punches the head and the body perfectly. Now you do get these extra pieces, which is an extra piece of hair, an extra piece around his mouth and a nose piece in case you wanted to build him up further. But for the main bit, which is what I'm going to be doing today, that is a great way of getting it done. Now, why I've already got these lined up perfectly on my block, I'm going to stamp a whole host of them out, lots and lots and lots, and I'm going to do a few different projects over the next few weeks to showcase this gorgeous little chap to you. Okay, so this video is going to be at the start of all the projects, and there's going to be a few of them that we work through. My tip for you if you do this is to work right to left rather than left to right, because you can see just in the side of the stamp, the punch is going over where the stamped image would have been. You can get more out of your paper if you do it right to left. And there we are. Loads of heads and loads of bodies, and they haven't been punched through because you've done them the right way around, and it's easier because you use the mask to start off with. So watch out over the next few weeks. There'll be quite a few videos showcasing these cute little guys to you, but let's have a look at what one we're going to be making today. So this is today's card. It's a really simple and cute card. Let me show you how to do it. It's not going to take very long. It's one of those cards that if you forgot a birthday or you forgot a special occasion, you can knock this up within a couple of minutes. So you're going to need a piece of basic white cardstock that's 10.5 centimetres by 14.8. And then you just want to pick an ink, whichever one you want to play with. I like wild wheat at the moment, so I'm going to take that. And I'm also going to take my sponging brush, add it to the ink, and just keep applying that to the card. Now you want to start off lightly and build the colour up and spread it out further and further. Now you notice where I put it on the card, it's left a little dot. It looks quite messy. That's okay, that's totally normal. That's where I'm going to be putting my cow over the top, so no one will see it. However, if you didn't want to have that dot and you weren't going to be putting anything on it, then start off the paper on the grid paper and work your way over, and that way the messy bit will end up on the grid paper. Grab your cow and colour her in. So I'm going to be colouring her in using wild wheat. It's the colour I've used on the background, so I think that works really well. And colour in all of her patches and dots. Colour in her little hooves, and then you can do her little top knot of hair at the top and her nose. Now you could ideally do with some shading in the middle of the ears, so add some there. And then you want to blend that in. Now I'm using our ivory marker. I don't use the ivory that much, and I'm just using it for the end of the nose. Ivory to me is the colour I always forget about. Because it comes as a separate standalone colour, I just forget about it and don't think of using it, but it's a really cute colour when you do. This is like crumb cake. Go over the entirety of the card, including the wild wheat with that. Blend it all in together, and there's Daisy, all ready to go on the card. So now you want to stick it together. I'm using a dimensional at the back just to put her head in place. And you'll notice I stuck that onto her body and then stuck the head on top, and that way I could check I was putting the head in the right place. I like to put it a little off centre so she looks curious. Cut yourself a couple of dimensionals in half so you get them half size, and then you can add them onto her legs or to her ears. Turn it over and stick her onto the card over that messy bit. See, you'd never know it was there. Next up, you want to add a sentiment. So I've got a strip of basic white, and I'm taking this congratulations sentiment. I've used it on a few of the other cards in this series, so it was already on my block and ready to go. Do go out and check the other cards there on my site as well. And you'll notice I've stamped it twice. The first one wasn't a very good imprint. I hadn't got as much ink on my stamp as I'd like, so I stamped it again. Cut it into a thin rectangle and add a few of the dimensionals on the back. Now the sides of the dimensionals are perfect here. They're the right sort of width. Pop them on, stick them down, pull the back off, and then stick this towards the edge of Daisy. Just there. Now you could have had some of that grass stamp set if you wanted to, but I didn't really want an extra colour playing with it. I quite like that this is all just the browns, but you could have popped some grass in there, or you could have done it in a brown and made it into a hay. Up to you. Pop some adhesive on there, and then you want to stick it to your card base. So I already have my card bases cut and scored, but they're half an A4 sheet cut in half and then scored in half to create an A6 card base, and stick your card on there. It should fit flush with nothing around the edge. And then all you want to do is pop some embellishments on. So you can use whichever embellishments you like. I'm using our new cork rounds. Love these. Use them on so many cards recently. Definitely my favourite embellishments we've had for ages. And there you go. Card finished using the Cutest Cows stamp set. If you've enjoyed this, please do give me a comment or leave me a thumbs up. It really helps with my interactions on YouTube. Everything I've used today is available from my store, www.slimandstylish.stampingup.net. Do head over and follow me on Instagram where you can have a closer look at the card, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye!